This video will show you how to read a Commonwealth War Graves Commission headstone, or plaque, for a soldier who served in the British Army during the Second World War. The first headstone we will look at is Lance Corporal Raymond James Butterfield, who was fatally injured in a motorcycle accident while serving with the 1st Battalion Grenadier Guards. He is buried in the Hatwood Road Cemetery in St Albans, Hertfordshire. At the top of the headstone is the badge of the Grenadier Guards. Most Second World War headstones will have the badge of the unit a soldier was serving with when they died on them, though the badge doesn't always appear at the top of the headstone. Directly underneath the badge is Raymond's army number and appointment. Other ranks, that is soldiers who weren't an officer, had an army number during the Second World War. A soldier's army number was unique and will appear on their headstone. Next to Raymond's army number is the abbreviation for Lance Corporal, the appointment he held at the time of his death. A soldier's rank or appointment should appear on their headstone. Then there are Raymond's initials and surname. Underneath is the regiment Raymond was serving with when he died, the Grenadier Guards, followed by the date of his death, the 13th November 1941, and age. An age isn't always recorded on a headstone. A cross also appears, and underneath is the epitaph chosen by the family. May his memory live always amongst those who loved him. Mother. Next we have the bronze panel of Corporal George Smedley Smith. George is buried in the Kanchanaburi War Cemetery in Thailand. Rather than stone headstones, in Thailand, graves are marked by a bronze panel mounted on a pedestal. George died of dysentery and vitamin deficiency on the 20th of October 1943 as a prisoner of war of the Japanese. He was serving with the 35th Fortress Company of the Royal Engineers when he was taken prisoner. Once again, there's a badge at the top, this time for the Royal Engineers. Underneath the badge is George's army number, followed by his rank of corporal. The fact that he was serving with the Royal Engineers was recorded. His full title was the Corps of Royal Engineers, but it's almost always abbreviated to Royal Engineers. Then there is George's date of death and age. His epitaph reads, "1,000 ages in thy sight are like an evening gone, until our reunion." The quotation is taken from Our God, Our Help, a poem by Isaac Watts. The final headstone we'll look at is Lieutenant Halliwell Sutcliffe Moss, who is buried in the Cheras Road Civil Cemetery in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Halliwell was serving with the 137th Field Regiment of the Royal Artillery when he was taken prisoner by the Japanese. He died on the 16th of July 1942 as a prisoner of war. Rather than the badge of his unit appearing at the top of the headstone, Halliwell's rank of lieutenant does. This is followed by his initials and surname. As an officer, Halliwell had a unique personal number rather than an army number. However, this wasn't recorded on the headstone. It usually isn't for officers. If you'd like to find out an officer's personal number, then you'll have to look up the entry in the Commonwealth War Graves Commission's database. After his name, it was recorded that Halliwell was serving with the Royal Artillery at the time of his death. His full title is Royal Regiment of Artillery, but it's almost always referred to as the Royal Artillery. Then there's the cross with the badge of the Royal Artillery in the middle. Due to the shape of the Royal Artillery's badge, it is often placed in the cross on the headstones. The Latin epitaph, "Live in Peace," is underneath the cross. In summary, Commonwealth War Graves Commission headstones to soldiers who served in the British Army during the Second World War tend to contain the badge of the unit they were serving with when they died, the soldier's rank, an army number if they weren't an officer, their initials and surname, their date of death if known. The age may also appear. A cross or Star of David may also be shown. An epitaph at the bottom of the headstone if one was chosen by the family. If a soldier was awarded a gallantry medal, then post-nominal letters should appear after their surname. For example, MC for Military Cross and MM for Military Medal. I will be adding more videos to help you research soldiers who served in the British Army during the Second World War, so make sure to subscribe. I also have a Patreon if you need help researching a soldier or interpreting documents.